Hey, it's Kayla. I'm going to be continuing another video I did. So, as an ENFJ and my cognitive functions and I guess the other NFs. So, I'm going to start with my first function, extroverted feeling. I guess how I would see introverted feeling. I would see it as well, as I would be listening to somebody with this, I would feel like it's sort of like a part of me or something, or like I can understand where they're coming from, but at the same time, it's like I understand it, but at the same time, it's a mystery to me. And no matter like how much I hear it explained, or how much I try to understand it, I still have the same amount of understanding and same like amount of like it being a mystery than I did, and I I it's like that. It's like I get it, but it's a mystery at the same time. So, and like if I'm listening to them like talk about experiences or something that happened to them, I can almost like uh, I can feel it, like, and I can like I don't know, like it's a strong like emotions for me, almost like in like it's intense too. It's like, and then the same thing I guess would happen with extroverted feeling as well, as the same thing of me, like when they're talking about it, and to feel it as well. But it's usually something that I can like, if I'm listening to another ENFJ or an INFJ, I can directly like relate it, and I would say that extroverted feeling is like, I don't know, it's also partly for me specifically, I'm like I feel like I do feel things like so deeply, um and as a lead feeler, I will like wonder, like I feel like I should understand this better than I do, which also sort of like if I'm listening too much to about introverted feeling, like I feel so strongly, and it's just sort of like something's missing, only it never was there. It's confusing to me. Um, but I would say like extroverted feeling is um like really strong, but maybe we like, and we like are affected by things like very strongly, and um as looking at introverted feeling, it's like I feel like I have somewhat of an understanding, but it's like somewhat of a mystery to me. And when it's like described, like I do feel very deeply, and at times it makes me wonder if I'm an introverted feeler, because I definitely have very strong feelings about a lot of things. But then it's more like, maybe it's like in more of like And in turn, like, um, sort of, uh, like, more stable, I guess, system of like just feelings, emotions, and morals, which I would maybe why, as an extroverted feeler, um, like, it depends more on the situation, like, in that moment for me, like, and I still have like my other emotions like from before, and I don't know. Um, I guess though, when it comes down to it, I I would can relate more to extroverted feeling than introverted feeling, and just from knowing myself. And I actually, somebody had commented on um my other page, and I wasn't really like in the best mood or whatever, and I don't typically like it when people come and tell me I'm wrong without giving a reason or something. And this person had commented on one of my videos because I was making it on whether I still like I wanted to be sure about my type anyways, and they had commented, I'm still not really sure who this is because a lot of people um have been commenting and sending messages and stuff who don't really have any videos up, so I don't even know who they are. But they commented on it. I watched the first minute of your video or something. You seem like an INFP, and I was like, I said something like, yeah, I've also considered that I might be this type. Um, I'm not really sure how watching a minute of this could give this away for you, and I had asked the person what their reasoning was, and yeah, they pretty much didn't respond, so that was for just specifically them. I was annoyed with that. Because yeah, I don't know. And then extroverted intuition, I would say. I would be explaining something, um, that I'm having a hard time explaining something, and then I go on this really long rant about it, like rambling, not like a rant as in like um necessarily a bad rant or like just like I'm rambling about it because I'm trying to explain something. And I'll be like unable to say it, and um an extroverted intuitive would just like, or I'll be even thinking it, not knowing how to say it, but then like an extroverted intuition, someone who uses that would just be able to say it in like two like sentences and just be like it sum it up perfectly. And I was just like, why couldn't I think of that way to say it? Like it's just um that sort of thing. So I'm just like, so I mean, as an ENFJ, I believe that I have to be using my extroverted feeling and my introverted intuition at all times. So, an ENFP, who I also would believe would have to be using their extroverted intuition and introverted feeling at all times. Like, because I believe you can't really use one function. I mean, And then I talked about this in another video, how I said that when you're stressed out, maybe you tend to go more towards your dominant function, but it's still being filtered somewhat through your auxiliary function. So, and being an intuitive, we don't really, I guess it's harder to define us in that way. So maybe also just looking at me using extroverted feeling and introverted intuition, and then using introverted feeling and extroverted intuition, maybe it just comes off as being NF and being extroverted and expressive. So I would say it would be quite likely that these two would look and act very similarly. And I mean, the same could be said for I guess if I'm having trouble expressing myself, even I could maybe look INFJ or even INFP, because if somebody looked at me and saw I was an NF and seemed to be unable to express something, and they saw me going more towards my feelings, like they saw that, then they would say introverted feeling and then extroverted intuition. But I'm gonna just say, like, I mean, I have definitely, you know, considered these things, but I was, I was told by certain people, just on my other channel and this channel, that, they saw me as an ENFJ as well, and if anybody else has, like, a legitimate reason, why they would say I'm another type, then that's fine. I mean, like I said before, I was, not really, like, that other comment made about me being an INFP, like, I considered it unfair because the person didn't really seem to care that much about what they were doing. They had just gone on, and they had specifically, like, I watched a minute of this, like, I'm not sure if they were just saying, like, I was boring, they didn't want to finish watching the video because I was boring, or they were saying that I was clearly, like, the wrong type so much where they could only watch a short amount of time and automatically know I was wrong. Either way, I think this person was not really, like, they could just be, with everything going on, honestly, they could just be a troll or something, which is what I thought they might be. I don't know if you're, whoever made this, if you're watching this, then, like, I had asked you, like, I hadn't even been really rude about it. When I asked, I had just said, like, oh, I've considered this, but I found myself relating more to an ENFJ, I'm not sure a minute of it could, like, give this away. What's your reasoning? And just no response. So, anyways, I think I pretty much said all I have to say about this, or except from now, like, everything. It's pretty dark. And it was lighter before. I hadn't even noticed, but okay. Thanks for watching.